What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now Plus. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about a rumor for Skull and Bones. Now, the issue is we don't really know what the rumor is. We've talked about this account before, The Real Insider. They've been getting a lot of things right in terms of Assassin's Creed. They predicted Forspoken, the Forspoken gameplay event, and they have predicted quite a few other things. Now, the issue is sometimes they're very direct. In fact, yesterday on the main channel, we talked about Crash Bandicoot because this account literally just came out and said that they've heard or whatever that there's 2 Crash games in development. So very specific. I mean, I guess you don't know what the Crash games are. You don't know when they're coming, but it was specific enough, right, where you understood it. This one is more cryptic, more like the snitch, more like also what The Real Insider has done before, and they posted October 7th, and they posted an image. Now, I'm a little disappointed with the Twitter gaming community because some people don't know what this image is. I don't think it's that difficult to find it online. If you type in Skull and Bones, it's one of the first images you would find. It's Skull and Bones. It's just an image for Skull and Bones. It's a great image, by the way. I really like it. But they say October 7th. No context, no nothing. The only hint, I guess, right, is the picture. So October 7th links with Skull and Bones in some way. Some people are saying like a PlayStation showcase or PlayStation event. I don't know if that's people that think that this game is a new game, right? And it's not Skull and Bones. But again, this is Skull and Bones. Now, what I thought it was could have been some sort of early access. Now, the trick here, the interesting thing here is the game's full price, right? This is not... It is a live service game, but it's not like a free-to-play live service game. So this wouldn't be, say, like Halo Infinite, how Halo Infinite opened itself up a month early, and they basically just started early, right? You could play the game. Same thing with Multiverses, basically. You could play the game, and there really was no launch date. I guess the launch date was the early opening of the game. Skull and Bones is a little bit different, right? Because it does come out specifically on November 8th, and you have to spend the $70 to buy it. Whether you think that's good or bad, by the way, that's totally fine, but that's how it is. So October 7th, which is a Friday, by the way, makes sense. I mean, if they did like an early access beta for the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the 7th, the 8th, the 9th, that'd be pretty good. And to be honest with you, I would personally love that. I would love that for a couple different reasons. Number one, we've talked a lot about it before on both these channels. October ends really, strong, but it opens pretty weak. The beginning, half of October, really, in my opinion, for me, like what games I play, there's really not a lot there. It's only until October 18th. That's when, games start to come out, in my opinion. So for this to come out, maybe that first, I guess the second weekend of October, that would be awesome. And of course, a bigger, that's just one thing, like my personal preference of when I'm available, right? That helps. But in reality, this could really make or break the game to a lot of people, which maybe is a good thing, right? There could be a lot of people that aren't going to get this game because of the price, because of, whatever it happens to be, the live service elements, the no boarding in Skull and Bones, whatever. But if you're able to play it for 2-3 days and it's free, there's no harm. You can, in my opinion, honestly, I'm sure you actually will break people, where people will play it and say, I'm not spending $70 on this, but you may get some. You may get some people that say, this is kind of fun, and I didn't expect it to be fun. So I'm hoping it's that. It could be a Ubisoft event. I know I saw some people saying that. It's a Friday. I mean, they just did a Ubisoft Forward, so I don't know. I don't know if it would be an event for it. It could be an event just for Skull and Bones, but to me... And I guess the one other option is maybe the game got moved up. I feel like we would know that very soon then. Like if the game was moved almost an entire month up, which is possible because the game, from what I understand, is basically done. And I've heard that some insiders, like people that have like connections with Ubisoft or whatever, they've actually been able to play like the full game. So, and full game, I don't really know what that means considering it's like a live service thing, but that's what I've heard. So we'll see if that could happen. It would be much bigger than Gotham Knights moving its release date 4 days early, right? This would be over a month and a day. It would be early. So to me, it's either they move the date up massively by a month, which would be pretty gigantic, and maybe would help the game, to be honest with you, because it would have more separation between itself and God of War if that's like the plan that you don't want to be next to God of War. This would certainly solve that. Or it's just an early access thing where, for a weekend, maybe it's a exclusive for one of the, maybe it's like PlayStation exclusive, you can play it, or maybe it's just open in general. But I'm hoping it's at least that we get to play it that weekend, because that would be very cool. I know I'd be all for that. And although I was going to get the game no matter what, just to try to see, you know, what it is. You know, if the game's absolutely awful for those 3 days, that would definitely save a lot of people, I think, some money. So let me know what you guys think, if this is even true. Of course, he could just be putting this out and he could be wrong. We'll see over the next coming weeks, I'd imagine, if the real insider is right or wrong. Let me know what you think. Make sure you guys are subscribed, bell icon turned on so you know when all these videos go up, and I hope to see you all on tomorrow's video.